You may remember, going back a little bit, that it was decided that OneWeb would be nationalised. OneWeb would get bought out by the British taxpayer, which it was, at a cost of about £400 million. It was something Dominic Cummings thought was vital for us. And this was our means of putting satellites up into space so that we can head towards a space broadband network. Now, look, the reward of that would be phenomenal. Any of you watching or listening to this that live in rural areas that have got terrible internet will know, and probably very bad mobile phone signal too, will know exactly what I mean. And we have 36 satellites ready to go as we move towards this. But unfortunately, these satellites are due to be launched this week from a base in Russia. And Roscosmos, the Russian state space agency, is refusing to allow the launch of those satellites unless the British government sells its stake in OneWeb and receives assurances that the business of those satellites will not be used for military purposes. So, in effect, our 36 satellites are being held hostage by the Russians. There you are. There are consequences to all of these things. My other What the Farage, what is it about modelling? What is it about people who produce graphs, who do 5 o'clock briefings designed to scare the life out of all of us? And when Omicron came along, despite the fact the South Africans told us it wasn't going to be a great problem, no, it was going to be a disaster. In fact, the Prime Minister addressed the nation on a Sunday evening and 4 times used the word emergency. Well, what were the predictions? We were told by Sage that up to 10,000 people a day could enter hospital because of Omicron, and that deaths could peak at 6,000 a day. In fact, the highest death number, and they're all sad, they're all bad, they're all horrible, but the highest death number was 300 a day. And Sage have now admitted that they failed to accurately predict the numbers. Yes, they failed to predict the numbers. They got it wrong once again. They get it wrong every time. And my final What the Farage moment is, I do just find it incredible that Gavin Williamson, who was sacked as Defence Secretary for leaking to the press things that should have been secrets, who then went on to become the Minister for Education, who announced a brand new plan for A-level marking during the pandemic. That was held up to be rubbish. He U-turned shortly afterwards. He was got rid of, double sacked from the cabinet. He is to become Sir Gavin Williamson. You really couldn't make some of this stuff up.